Welcome to this video in the MRDCL Understanding Concepts series. In this video we're going to look at special characters in text, or characters that are reserved or have some meaning to MRDCL, and how you can implement them in text. You may have come across this already. You may have either hit an error when you wouldn't have expected to have had an error because of a character in the text you want to enter, or you may have just avoided using certain characters in your scripts. So let's look at how you can deal with characters in text that have some particular meaning to MRDCL. So what I've got in front of me here is an example script, and you'll find the files for this video in the folder DAT110, but I'm going to give you a reference source in the help manual which actually might be more useful on this occasion. So when we come down to the text of this particular variable we've got here, you can see that we want the word isn't here, which has got an apostrophe in it. And the problem comes is that apostrophe or single quote has a meaning to MRDCL, and that it means it's the end of the text. And if I didn't do something about that, it would cause an error, because MRDCL would think, okay, so that's the end of the text for this particular X label. Try and close it, encounter a T as the next character and say, hey, I'm lost now. What do I do? So we can get round that in MRDCL by preceding that special character with what's called, we call the escape character. It's in many keyboards, it's in the top left corner of a keyboard, but that's not true of all keyboards around the world. So you'll need to find that character there, which, as I say, looks like a little sort of backward dash or something, like backward apostrophe almost. So that character there, which I'm going to call the escape character, means that the next character should be treated as a piece of text and is not any command to MRDCL. So the fact I want a quote in my single quote in my text means that if I precede it with that character, it will just treat it like a piece of text. And you can see we've got another example on the next line. The preprocessor, if it ever finds a square bracket, it will treat it as the preprocessor code and not understand what you're doing here, except if you precede that by that escape character, it will just treat it as though that's the piece of text that you want. And likewise here. And then there's a rather less likely occasion here where you want the circumflex, or the hat character as some people call it, or caret. You want that character followed by a semicolon, followed by a star, and if you precede each of those individually with the escape character, it will let you put out those three characters. Let's run that and just have a look at what we get on our tables. There's the output. So we get the apostrophe here, we get the square brackets here without any problem, and here you can see we get that rather unlikely looking combination of the hat character, semicolon, and the asterisk, which would not be possible unless you used the escape character. Now you probably want a definitive list of all of the different texts that have that special need, or characters that have that special need to be preceded by the escape character. You can get to that from the command language help index. If we go to the user guide, click on text, you'll find a section called Special Characters in Text, and that will list for you all of the characters that have some special meaning, and if you wanted them in the text of your tables or any listings or reports, you would need to precede them by an escape character. So I hope that's helpful. Short video this one, but hopefully it covers a topic that if you don't know, you might find a difficulty getting around. Thank you.